right, Valdred, take it away.
Tell me when.
We good?
Yep.
We good. So we all kind of blacked out from an explosion at the bar that we went to, and then we all relived some past memories. Each time we come around and cease being treated by someone, but we're not sure what. And then I eventually wake up and decide, you know what? I'm conscious enough to misty step away from these people. But I kind of mess it up and landing some water and then pass out again. And then we all wake up in individual rooms with all our belongings next to us. Torbrin wakes up first and does some little exploring. Then I hear noises outside and wake up and see Torbrin. And then Ariel also comes out. But we can't locate Solothar because he's being lazy and still injured. We walk down the corridor and then realize we're in some sort of infirmary and speak to a guy on the desk who's a tiefling. We ask about Solothar, and he says that he's still in the medical theatre at the moment. Torbra makes a little joke about it being like an actual theatre and not a hospital. The rest of them. Yeah. Then we wait in the waiting room of there. We notice there's a hooded figure that is trying not to watch us, as well as two guards that are actually actively watching us. I go and talk to the guy that's not actively watching us, and he signals for the guards to come over. He runs away, and I chase after him, eventually maybe killing him accidentally. Then Ariel follows me down the stairs, but a guard grabs Ariel and asks her to accompany him. Then also a guard shackles me after seeing the body of the individual, but I didn't see that I killed him. Torbrin does some shenanigans with a smoke bomb, threatens a guard, then goes back into the room. Me and Ariel get escorted into a hallway and then into an interviewing room where we meet lead inspector Duance, I think his name was.
Yep.
And he says we were all located at a scene of crime and wants us to ask questions about the crime, saying that we were responsible. We try and defend ourselves. I then ask to cast a Stone of Truth, but unfortunately he has his own little sorcerer that casts that spell, which inflicts damage to us. Combat happens a little bit, and then we find out that the sorcerer he brought in was the shapeshifter we fought before, Ashorks, who then kills Dwance and then tries to broker a deal about the staff. Eventually a deal's made about how the stuff's going to be used. And then we sign the contract, but he has offered to protect us against Dangly Balls and Tharny at the same time. And then as that's happening, Solothar and Torbran enter the room.
I think that's a good enough point to pick up then. As standing in the doorway, Solothar, your blade drawn, half dressed in undergarments, some kind of medicinal clothing around you. You're butt ass naked and just run out of a theatre, basically. You hear footsteps behind you as you see Torbran, as you turn over your shoulder, descending from a stairwell, avalanche in hand. Obvious, visible residue of having it been fired recently. And you open the door, having heard your companions' voices in here, to find the changeling Azorx sat opposite you. You draw your sword in response to this. as the scene resumes.
I'm going to look at Ariel and Voldred and turn cock an eyebrow. His whole body language speaks a question of whether he should intervene or not.
What happens when, like, off game mode? What happens if you have a deal with the devil and the devil is gone? Does that validate the deal? Like, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't.
Above table, we can find out together.
Okay.
In character, do you want to give me some kind of roll to see if Ariel has any kind of
Sure.
insight on that kind of thing?
Sure. What the
Um,
role?
Either history, religion, or intelligence.
Yeah, sure. Religion. No. Yeah,
You're not
she's
confident in
wondering
the
about
outcome.
this. She's wondering about this without really speaking. In her mind, this has really gone south, and there's not much that they can do about it anymore. So she just kind of shrugs.
I
Because
look
you're your
across the
friend.
thing in the contract with the. Oh, this guy is our protection against Varney. While we go get the last bit of my walking stick, you know what I mean?
Our protection. He looks at the. I'm assuming he looks thoroughly unremarkable at a glance, right?
Oh, Azog?
No.
No. You see him in his true form.
Oh,
You
as
both see his true
a.
form.
I mean, I'm assuming he would recognize devils.
He's giving off a fiendish aura, yes. You perceive this to be his true form, as this is all you have. This is the visage he took when he dropped Ariel when you last encountered him.
Hmm.
Hmm.
As Torben runs into the room behind Lothar and shuts the door. What have we got in ourselves? Who the what? I draw my gun.
Before you
I
shoot,
aim at that sword.
look at hey, look at that guy right there with his neck. I don't know what the hell happened to him. He did it. But Jesus, you don't want your neck looking like that, do you?
That's why I have my gun aimed at him. Should I be
But he
aiming
did
it at
that from where
you?
you're standing. Hey, I'm saving our asses here. All right.
Hmm.
He could click his wrist and snap necks. I don't want that. I kinda like me neck.
So this is what we're down to?
Well,
Making deals with the
funny
likes of him?
story. Well, he wants the exact same thing we do. The staff used.
I'm sure he does.
Well, you remember how you said that we should use the staff to basically release everything. He wants that.
And just how exactly do you intend to give the Nine Hells the upper hand in whatever's going to happen afterwards?
Hey, that's for him to sort out. We
Well, I'd
just
rather
do
he
this.
didn't. If everyone gets out on equal footing.
He smirks.
I'd rather not see the realms delivered from destruction just so I can see them tread under an iron wheel of eternal malicious bureaucracy.
You think devils use bureaucracy?
Oh,
They're
the
made
devil
of
is in the
bureaucracy.
details, my friend.
They're made of bureaucracy.
Well, if you aren't careful, you might actually be made of lead soon.
That won't fix anything. Before you sign that, Voldred, because I don't
He's
believe you
already
have to tell me what.
signed, and the
It's
paperwork
already signed.
vanishes in a puff of
Oh
smoke.
dear. Oh dear, Torm.
Hey, we get to keep the stuff. We don't have to hand it over. He handles Varney and Dangly Balls. We go on our expedition.
Are we even sure Gleeballs is in any way not on our side?
Oh, yeah, that little shit.
We're sure.
I see him. He's dead on sight. Especially because I can summon this one at any time.
That makes no
Yes, in our
sense because
contract, you remember?
if he was in league with Varney, why not just give him the staff to begin with?
Because he needed me to reforge it.
Why you specifically?
You ask that fancy council we visited. You know, with Serene, that orc woman, the tiefling
Detail.
guy.
Don't.
You are the chosen quadret? As Ox gives a chuckle.
Don't give our I've read of the times when the Order was in such dire straits in the war against the demons that Torm himself sanctioned collaboration with you.
Those were the good days.
Oh boy, did you make it hard on everyone. So, ally, not friend, Voldred. Our ally and protection will take every single chance he gets to backstab us. So don't give him more
He's not
details than is
allowed.
necessary.
It's in our contract. I may
Oh,
note for
trust
them
me, there is something in that contract that allows him to backstab
Oh,
us at
oh,
very specific intervals, which he probably is already thinking of engineering.
oh, no. The stuff can only be reforged by me, and I have to do the incantation. He is not allowed near it until it is done.
Lothar keeps his eyes. Lothar keeps his eyes fixed on that other, on the devilkin.
And in the contract, it said if anyone breaks it, their soul is forfeit, including his.
His soul is already forfeit.
But then it'll be owned by me.
And you know what? I'm not prepared to ask or answer these
Would you
questions right
think
now.
he'd want to be controlled by a dwarf? Nah, he's too full of his own ego.
Besides, we probably have another as he yawns. Maybe perhaps a few minutes before they know where we are. Shall we
We should.
decide, are we
Have
going as
any
a
of you seen
collective
my
or as
armor?
a duo?
Have any of you seen my armor?
Describe it for me.
Order of the Gauntlet, plate, white surcoat, chain dangling from the pauldron. You know, plate armor.
You watch as he flickers with his wrist, and just over his shoulder, a little floating imp materializes. Did you get that, arrogance? Go fetch. And it just vanishes from sight.
Please no hidden runes inscribed on it.
Are there any windows in this room
It
that
takes
we are?
about. There's no windows in here now. It takes about 3 instances of this little fiendish imp appearing, dropping a suit of armor before he comes back with the right one. One of them having half of a person still in it.
I give up. He goes to take his armor on as fast as he can.
Well, what is it, dwarf? You and me, or are we all going?
Hey, we're having the expedition on our own. You and Ovani. That was the deal.
Very well. So how are we getting there?
No, no. How am I getting there? Here's how I'm getting there. You're dealing with Varney.
Sure.
Right
At
then.
this point, you hear sort of like the heavy footfalls coming down the stairwell nearby, and you are hearing 4 pairs, 8 pairs, a dozen set of heavy sabatons coming down the stairwell and coming up the stairwell as well.
Fantastic. Can we have this conversation outside the Golden Keep, please?
You need only
Well, we need to go to the docks. So,
The sooner we get out of here, the better.
yeah.
Is there any other
Any day now,
exit
Voldred.
other than the door?
Let's go to the docks.
As you open the door, no, the door's the only way out. As you open the door, you can just see there is a row of guardsmen with weapons and swords and shields pointed in your general direction.
Torgrim
gosh.
just slowly opens the door, like, and closes it again.
Any day now. Just close the door. They have swords.
Do we have any other way out of this room? Anything?
I was more thinking where you wanted to go, but if you have no direction, I suppose Avernus will do.
The docks.
Oh wow.
The docks.
The docks seem fine. My beard is
Yeah,
not
the
that
docks.
fireproof.
Do you have something from the docks or a person who's at the docks that we can go to via?
Yeah.
Howarth?
Captain Howarth.
Very well. First up, if you wouldn't mind taking my hand, as he reaches a gnarly, clawed-like, red-skinned and charred hand in your direction, Solothar, and to you, Baldra.
There's obvious distaste on his face as he reaches out and grabs him.
He says, please, there's no need for that. I moisturize. And now, hold on tight.
Oh, it's not soft. It feels like my ass. You know, wrinkly and old.
As the rest of you quickly grab hold, you all feel the temperature in the room go from it's cold but sunny outside and a bit of condensation on the inside to the embodiment of a sun as the windows outside melt away, and instead of being in this room, you find yourselves on a cold, rocky outcrop. It's so cold because it's so hot. Your body is misreading the information as its senses are overloaded with heat. As you look around this charred landscape, you watch as Azorx says, what was that name again? Howard?
Howarth.
Howarth. Captain Howarth. Do you have a first name?
Do we?
It would just
I think
it would
you do
just help.
somewhere.
It would just help.
I feel like we would know.
It has been given, I know that. But this is a genuine, do you have it? I think he got full named out of comical reasons in one session. So
I whispered to Volrat, what
yes,
about
no.
Crescent?
I just need a full name. It's twice as likely to succeed that way.
Do you know Crescent's name?
As you see, he seems to be pulling out sort of like a filing cabinet that just materializes next to him, and he seems to be rifling through papers. He seems to be in like a section that's just got H in red ink on the front.
Can we make a quick stop somewhere? As I look over
Looks to
the devil.
Voldreth and says, "You're driving."
Phineas steals Broca.
The
None
fuck
of
you
this
You
want to go
watch.
happened
there
with
for?
you.
He closes the drawer, opens up another one that's got an F on it. Now, what you see as he's filtering through this sort of like imagined scroll work, there's perhaps little bits on individual names attributed, maybe perhaps 1 or 2 pages. He pulls out not 1, not 2, but 3 full folders on the desk under that name that's before him. Ooh, an interesting one. We set on this one. He seems to be skim reading the history of the contracts and everything that's before him. It's all in Infernal, if anyone can read it.
Are those contracts you made with Phineas?
Well, not necessarily me, but public record, yes.
This might be a good time to let Phineas explain or put an end to it.
Yeah, after we try to kill him, I'm pretty sure he's going to be in a very talkative mood.
Well, we have a demon with us, so might as
Devil.
well. Apologies. Might as well make use of the added strength. And besides, since we don't know Howard's first name, I'd probably take Phineas over Crescent today.
That's just more mechanically. If you can full name them, it is effectively the same as producing an item of theirs. It just increases your chances by 25% of succeeding. That's all we're doing here.
I know.
Oh, hang on. I've got me license here that Howard gave me. Will that do it?
That would do it. Though this Phineas character seems to have several outstanding debts that we could collect. You're deciding. I just need to know what I'm putting back.
Okay. Phineas, then the docks. We've got till
No,
about
no.
nightfall.
Yeah. That's not quite how it works. It's one or the other.
Well, I kind of need to fulfill my contract to you, so, docks.
I mean, Phineas is in the Golden Citadel.
Well.
We know that much. It's not that far to the docks. We might actually be able to snipe away some deal or other shenanigans that Phineas might be up to delay.
On what grounds above table do you believe you know where Phineas is?
His airship docked at the Golden Citadel when we
Yes.
returned from.
His airship.
Yes. Well, I mean, we don't know for sure. The characters assume.
For clarity, he's over at the mountain that you destroyed, rebuilding that fort. That's where he is right now.
I look over to Ariel. We know what he's gonna do to
I'd
the Fey
rather-
realm. Probably
Yeah.
not gonna change.
She nods.
But are we just going to jump straight into a fight without preparation?
Well, should we
And then
perish, we would have
have
to
to come
solve
back.
the devil.
And yes, but then we'd also have to come back to the Golden Keep and get our airship back. Either way, not my call to make, so decide quick before we get overwhelmed.
What's your contract, Valdreth?
Oh, well, we've got 4 days to do this before the celebration.
So,
So the docks to stop the celebration.
fair enough.
Ariel, could you make a perception roll for me, please?
Sure.
Oh.
2. Whilst all this is going on, you seem to be the only one who actually sees what's sat before you.
Okay.
To the rest of you, his attire has not changed. He's still in some sort of dark leathery attire, more akin that could be a vagabond or a ruffian that's just going about on the mortal realms. Ariel, with a 2, you can see that behind him there is a huge amount of displacement of air constantly going
Wow.
around him. There is, as someone you are familiar with, who can change their visage and not so much of their shapes and size, but there's something far larger in front of you than you can see.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's only a 2, but you pick up on this.
Okay.
As he leans in, Azok says, "Very well. Looks like there's a few things that are could put a clause out to go and collect, but perhaps another day." Puts the Phineas file away. Says, "Right." Holds his hand out for the license that you received.
I pass it.
He gives it a sniff. He sort of spits afterwards as in distaste.
Oh, it's been in my
Pure
back
of
pocket.
soul.
That's fine.
No, pure of soul. We don't really like the innocents around here. They're harder to track.
Yeah,
Very well.
likely to bargain their souls for chips, aren't they?
You would know. Oh, what is it? You are of that golden order, you said?
Hmm?
We have a special cabinet for all their members. And he just watches. He just pulls out and materializes next to him a huge, like 20-foot drawers. And it's just like got the silver gauntlet just on the side of it. And he says, "Perhaps
Oh,
I'll show you sometime."
biggest organization in the Dominion is corrupt. You don't say. What are you going to show me next? Where babies are made? Let's go.
Oh, these all predate the ruination, my friend.
Oh, it was always corrupt. Who knew?
Indeed. I look forward to taking one from you later on.
Ah, my soul is bespoken.
We shall see. We shall see. Very well. Once again, shall we all pretend to be friends? And he outstretches his arms towards the rest of you.
He takes it again. Let's just leave.
As the heat is building just before we need to start rolling exhaustion points. Valdreth, I think it's befitting that you roll the D100. In order to succeed, you need a 55 or higher.
Okay.
My track record's not good. Let's go.
No.
It is not a 55 or higher.
Okay.
It's still two of the same numbers.
Okay, roll the D4. Let's see which continent you end up on.
Lovely.
Oh.
Oh, you're lucky. All right, you do end up in the right place, but you find yourselves. Oh goodness me, where shall we be? Where shall we be?
Discombobulated.
Indeed, I think In fact, why not better to do this? You find yourselves landing on some kind of soft leaves, though anything underneath the Zork immediately just burns up and chars. And as he lets go, he looks about and says, "Well, I tried. I suppose he'll be sort of nearby. I hope." As you look out of this clearing, as you look out of this wood line into a small clearing, there's a old, rundown-looking town, maybe a few hundred yards away from you. Seems to be a small stables, a tavern, and there's a small little creek running all the way through it. An old-looking blacksmith shop, and a couple of townhouses around the area.
Do we recognize the place?
How do I make you make a geography roll? Because none of you have been here before.
Survival?
Real good with that? It's more like
Geography roll
recalling
would technically
from
be,
maps.
History?
yeah, like you need to see what you see around you and try to place yourself more or less. It's a survival check, but it's
Sure, survival.
hard.
Let's go. Yeah. Make a survival roll, Tolbrin, as you look around.
14.
14's pretty good. You
Have some
see
guidance.
a mountains to your back. You see mountains far to the distant north. The fresh smelling sea air is present, though you can't see it. You know you're on the southern peninsula, the capital of which is the Golden Keep. The 14, I think you would determine, if you look at your map, you would be able to determine that you are somewhere in the old forest, the only current remaining forest that is really just bark and dead wood. Southeast of Farrenfall. The players, I give you what was formerly, I give you the creek, the location that was previously known as Olson's Creek.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Looking at those mountains, which look like the mountains from the Golden Citadel there up in the far distance, we're not where we wanted to go.
Hmm.
Looks like we're somewhere
Devil
here in
can
the south.
teleportation fails. Color me surprised.
Well, if it worked every time, do you think we'd have too much of an issue getting what we wanted very quickly?
He laughs at that. Fair enough. Well, at least we're out of there. And we can make our way back inside the keep.
Do we really
Get
want
your
to go
airship.
there?
Well, don't we have to get the airship?
Yeah, the airship. That's right. It just seems like the Golden Keep is somewhere we'll always be hunted.
True. The alternative. Do you have any other alternatives to traveling fast
No,
to whatever
and
we need to go?
we need
I've
Howard.
got a
So
brilliant idea. Hang on, let me try and contact him.
Sending spell.
Mm-hmm. Who are you
To
sending
Captain
a
Howard.
message to? To Captain
To
Howard.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. Okay, so it will say. Just try and find this woman's name.
Tess.
Yeah. So it'll say something went wrong. Need picking up from the need pick up from Creek. Bring Tess from museum.
Got like another 12 words if you want.
No, that'll do.
Okay. Message comes back. I made a down payment on your behalf. Well, with your credit. Hope it's okay. Tess, you say? See you soon.
Does that sound like Captain Howard's voice?
It does. I'm just
Okay.
not putting the accent.
Okay.
Not feeling too Scottishy at the moment.
So what do we want to do now?
That's a very good question. Where are we off to?
No, he's coming here to pick us up.
I see.
Fair enough, but where to? Where's the next piece that you need to get?
I'm not staying with him here.
Well, we need to plan something. I'm not sure leading us all blind and from one engagement to another is the best approach to whatever the hell we're doing here.
Yeah, but neither is letting our friend here know the information that he needs to not need us anymore.
I'm sure he's only doing this out of the kindness of his big, black, bureaucratic heart. Don't you get a
He
tax deduction?
smiles, and you hear a voice in your head, and he says, "Listen, there's worse things to be afraid of in this world that are big and black, and they're usually much more scaly than I."
I'm not going to argue, but I don't know. Don't you get a tax deduction or something for just helping out?
He yawns.
So we're staying here for like what, a day? Or Howard comes and gets us?
He said, see you soon.
You get a sent to you, Voldreth. It's from Tess. And it says, I can't say I'm not disappointed that you sent someone to come and escort me. But no matter. There's some very nice captains here. We'll be with you within the hour. I hope it's all worth it.
Oh,
I'll reply back.
Oh, it's going to be an expedition. See you soon.
Well, if we're gonna be here for a while, well, guess I might at
Oh,
least.
Might as
one
well.
hour.
An hour, you say?
Being just an hour.
That should be enough to find some game. Maybe whip up what could be maybe a last meal.
Do we have anything that works in a last meal with us?
Don't look at me.
We can
Well,
actually hunt around here.
how we use locate animals or plants, and I will try to
Okay.
find a what would feed a party of 5? Say a fox or a deer, a little doe. Is that the right word? Baby deer.
Oh my god.
So how does this work with the spell save DC?
I think that just lists my spell save DC regardless. I learn the
Right.
direction of a distance to the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles if any are present.
I see. You just know.
I just know.
I
It's
will
a divine
use that
sense, maybe.
to give you advantage on the survival roll, just to see how much time this takes up.
Sure.
To hunt, kill, cook, eat.
24.
24.
Nice.
Within the hour, you find a poor victim of your description, which is an adequate succulent meal for you to make a proficiency cooking roll if you wish to do so.
Absolutely.
The question is, do you offer your most recent acquaintance any of the food?
Yes, I do.
You
What
do
is the
so.
wish here?
As you're
see
sort
what
of
he
starting to
said.
make the campfire, he just, with a touch of it, flicks one of the rocks in the coals area that you've made together in the twigs, and it just ignites instantly, allowing you to speed up this cooking time. So, cook's utensils. I'll give you advantage with that. So it's a 16. If you want to tell us what the 16 is, then.
The 16 is +1 to Constitution saves.
Interesting. So he has a plus 14 now. That's cool.
Okay.
It's a what to
And
con saves?
+1
plus 1.
till the next long rest.
Okay.
Very well. Does anyone have anything else they wish to do in this 1 hour of downtime?
I'll just be right back a bit in Irrel. So,
Mhm.
be right back.
Lothar's going to find something that looks like a bucket nearby, turn it around, take out a pair of dice, and ask the Devilkin to play some dice while the cooking happens.
Sorry, the DM had lost Discord there for a sec. Can you repeat?
Okay, so Lothar is going to find whatever looks like a bucket nearby to upturn it and pull out a pair of dice, a set of playing dice, and ask the Devilkin if he wants to play a game.
A game of dice. Like, it's actually discomforting. A raw, unfiltered, ambitious sight of glee and anticipation on the face of the devil. But he accepts your request. And of course, before the first dice is rolled, he asks you, care for a wager?
I'm not falling for that. So, and he just pulls out a golden coin, sets it on the bucket. I'm
Perhaps
going to play it.
something a little more meaningful. And he produces a minor illusion of a feminine figure with red hair.
He laughs a little bit. Her soul's not mine to wager.
Oh no. How about her protection?
In exchange for what? My soul? Don't you have enough soul of fallen knights in hell?
For a boon. I
What sort?
wager protection of this individual on this game. Should I lose, I will protect. Should you lose, when all this is over, I want to hear you renounce your god.
Hmm. And he looks at him, with the way one looks at a child who clearly doesn't grasp something
Mm-hmm.
about the
He
way.
doesn't know
Oh,
you've got no oath. You've not told anyone that, and you've not played that openly.
So
He wants to make
above
you an oath
table.
breaker.
Hmm?
He wants to make you
Yeah.
an oath breaker, Paladin. But he doesn't realize you've not got one.
So the notoriously, painfully honest paladin
Mhm.
is right now considering whether he should actually play along with the devil who's walking into. Oh
Mhm.
man, uh,
Back.
Welcome back. Do you accept these terms?
he looks at him and just plainly says, "Fair enough. If should I lose, when all this is said and done, I will renounce whatever oaths I have taken before whatever gods I have."
What is happening to this party?
I need to catch up on the replay.
What the hell?
Roll
For
your
context,
d20.
he's already an oath breaker, so it makes a difference.
It's true, it's true.
Oh,
Wow.
The grin widens on Azox's face, and he says, "Very well." Another. This time, and the image changes to that of a small boy. The same again.
oh.
However, what can you offer me greater than renouncing for 2 lives?
Do you know why I was a good gambler?
No, I believe
When I
you
used
prayed to a different deity when you were doing that most of the time.
to. I always know when to call it quits. So I'll take my
Yes.
winnings for now.
Very well. Well, you're quite useless to me in your current state. Here, allow me. And he reaches for your blade.
Hmm.
What sword do you currently have?
It is a longsword +1.
It's a longsword +1. Do you give him your sword?
Yeah, again, he's accustomed to the idea of men of the order, particularly ones from Arling, actually having dealt with Devilkin in the past. So he hands it over.
Consider this a down payment. You now have a longsword +1 that is enchanted with fiery weapon.
Ooh, okay.
You roll an additional d6 damage of fire damage when you deal damage with this blade.
Okay.
And in addition to this, anything that is likely to ignite you roll a d20, and on a 10 or higher, it ignites, dealing additional fire damage.
Wait. I need to find a pen. So, plus 1d6. And what do I need to roll to see whether it ignites?
A d20 on a 10 plus. If it can ignite, it ignites, and it does additional damage. That will be at my discretion, depending on what you're doing it with, etc., etc., etc.
Exactly. Somebody's nostalgic from the old days.
20d6, let's go. And my smite.
Somebody's nostalgic for the old days. He just asks him. You know, whatever happened to the Hell Knights? Because they just vanished at one point. All of them.
Leaving your realm
And
doesn't mean vanishing.
there was a lot of speculation as to where.
Now, I believe that smells rather good. I think I will enjoy some. Do you, and he looks at you, Ariel, have any questions for me? I think you might.
I'm just hoping you don't kill us in our sleep.
Oh, on the contrary, you are protected so long as this one is alive.
Yeah.
Nods at full dress.
They don't do murdering, not when you have a soul that's, that can be wagered for. Or corrupted. Or wagered for and then corrupted. Devilkin don't work like that as far as I've read. That would be
Okay.
What
boring.
was your family name?
Oh, we're playing that card, aren't we? No, I've made it a secret. Heard of the
No,
White
he's not
Mantle?
talking to you.
Oh,
He's not
okay.
talking to you. As Lothar is rabbiting on, his eyes are just fixated on you, Ariel.
Oh. I don't think Ariel actually knows. Ciel, like she's always been her true name has always been just Ciel.
Mhm.
She really hasn't investigated her family lineage at all. She was perfectly happy being in the Feywild and just doing her thing there. Like she told the Fairy Queen she never missed anything.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know.
As he just says to you, very well. Child touched by the Fae, but not of Fae. You can keep your secrets for now. I have patience.
I see.
And you're already spoken for. However, you carry such a burden, your shoulders shrink even lower than your stature. But you make good gruel. I'll give you that. He looks at you, Torben.
Is it that you want, devil?
Only to offer my blessings in exchange for what you care to sell, or trade, or buy. Well, of course, you could sign your soul away. That would make things very easy. But if you choose to be more like your friend here, nodding at Salothar, I can just give some simple supports. He humored me, I helped him. You make good food. What would you ask of me?
I don't tend to bargain with devils.
This is no bargain. You have given me my first good tasting meal in centuries.
Wow.
Ooh, quite
So
a
you're
compliment.
saying you owe me?
You see a pained expression now on his face as he attempts to do anything but say yes. It could be misconstrued as that, potentially.
Would it be okay if I hold on to that for later?
Sure. You could always make a little binding with me, and you could summon me at your will. Though that would be more of a permanent marking.
I'd rather not.
Fair enough. Oh, would you look at the time, and you hear the roaring of an engine overhead, with a split crack of thunder as the clouds above you part, and descending is the humming of a skyship, with its arcane engines whirring loudly. I will say we'll save the commotion of a temporary landing, getting on board, etc. And to not many of your surprise, Captain Howarth greets you with a low bow, shaking the hand of all of you, realizing, Ariel, are you in Ariel's form, or are you in the visage you saw him in the other day?
In the visage, he saw me in the other day, but I'll let him know it's me.
He sort of chuckles and realizes, of course, it's you, and gives you an awkward hug,
Oh,
and shakes the hand of Sir Lothar, pats
Good to see you, Howard.
Voldreth on the head, and Torbern on the shoulder.
Oh, it's
Aye,
good to see you.
indeed. And about that down payment, I said that I hope you didn't mind. Well, to get to you in such a hurry, there was only one person I could call. You hear the
Oh, no.
clanking boots as the door opens of the captain's
No,
chambers,
no, no.
and to Torbern's horror,
Oh, you're saying Crescent.
as she walks down the steps towards you, gives
Oh,
a
my
living
lady.
curtsy before all of you, and promptly slaps with the back of a hand Torbern in the face.
I did deserve that.
Two reasons why I shouldn't throw you off my fucking ship right now.
Uh, well, for one, I have a devil that owes me one. Look,
It's at this point you turn and you realize Azorx is no longer in his fiendish looking form. He is in that of a very comfortably handsome, very affluent looking noble delegate of some kind of human house.
nice.
Right, this is where you don't come on the ship, remember? The deal. Thank you, kind villager, for watching over us as we wait for our ship. I'll be seeing you around after we're finished.
That's not part of our deal, I'm afraid. You remember, where you go, I go. I am a count of sorts. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. And he gives
That
a
is a
low
pain in
bow.
the ass.
You're too
Yes,
kind.
he enjoys counting contracts.
Crescent takes his hand, gives a firm handshake, turns back to you, slaps you again, Torbern, and then walks past you all. Right. Howard says you're good for it this time. Where are we going? We've made one jump
Did you,
today. We can make another jump shortly, but that'll be it.
did you bring Jess?
just no. But
Tess. I mean
you
Tess. Oh God, my
you
brain's
hear
going.
running up behind you as you get rugby tackled and sandwiched behind by Tess, who bumps into you. The glass
Are
gets
you ready for the adventure
Oxford.
to
So it is true. Dwarfs are never too old.
Hey, I'm way too old.
Yeah,
She's a young'un.
just he just shakes his head. Right. Crescent, I'm going to need a couple of minutes of your time before we depart.
Oh,
Mhm.
Crescent,
I walk up to Crescent and whisper it.
it's the Fallen Lands.
She shouts, "Fallen lands,
You
make it
asshole.
so." Anywhere in particular?
I just got told it was a fallen land, so adventure.
All right. We heading more to something or Iron Landfall or one of the ruins?
I'll tell you what, one of the ruins. It sounds good. After all, we're after
Sure.
an artifact for Tarsier.
Very well. Helmsman, make it so. As she bellows out, looks to you, Lothar. That captain quarters a bit free now. The rest of you, make yourselves comfortable like you're used to. Him, not you. You're in the brown, smelly stuff still.
Uh, as soon as he's able, he's going to follow her to the quarters.
Very well.
I'll go join the helmsman at the wheel.
Okie dokie. Ariel?
I think I'll keep an eye on our new friend. See what he
Azox
does.
is going to shadow Voldreth. No matter where Voldreth goes, he's like a bad smell.
I see. Yeah, in that case, I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna follow Volrut.
Okie dokie. Captain Crescent's room, it seems a little bit changed and more tarnished than it was last time in here. But you can see there is a recent addition since you were last in here. Oh, it's recent to you, but there's a portrait on the wall of
Of
his sister,
Hmm?
of Crescent's sister.
her sister. Oh.
Oh, easy.
Hmm.
So I'm not in the habit of traveling with people I've betrayed, which also means I'm not in the habit of traveling with people who think I've betrayed them when I haven't. I know how bad it looks, the way we vanished. But you're going to have to trust me and take me on my word that it was through no intention of ours. As to where we went, what we got pulled into, and when we got out. We had absolutely every intention of essentially not leaving you behind with the Black Shields in the Dominion. And if you've known me enough, you know that I don't go back on the word I've given and on the contracts I've agreed to with people. So, did we fail with what we promised you? We did. Absolutely, and I'll take that punch and roll with it. But I want you to understand there was no intent to backstab or to cheat or to lie. Whether it's on my part or on Torbran's. We just had no control over the circumstances we found ourselves in. And he is going to tell her a little bit about what happened in the. Because now that he does remember,
Mhm.
about the stuff they ran into the Feywild. And once that story's done, he's just going to say, and apparently when you enter or exit that place, time just goes funny. We had no control over when we got in. We had even less of when we got out. Now, from one person who has commanded men to another, does this clear the air?
Make a persuasion roll
Because
with advantage.
okay, let me open this.
DC's 15.
Ooh,
25.
25.
She ponders long and hard on your words, on your story. Seems to be weighing up the likelihood of it all versus the potential creative lying that you could be going through. It's a long story, and it's very intricate, and potentially just too stupendous to even be farcical. But you get the impression she believes you.
So he's
And
going
she
to.
begins to fill you in with what happened on her side of
Oh,
the story.
okay.
Oh.
Let me get my notes.
Meanwhile, up at the helms, as the crew is ready to jump or getting ready to jump, you hear like a steam engine as everybody else begins bracing. Do you all brace?
Oh, it's about time I learn how to do this right. Teach me, helmsman. I've got me license.
The helmsman looks at you, sees the license, looks back to Howarth, who then gives a nod. You watch as in the center of the steering wheel that generally drives the direction of this mighty vessel, as you are clear into the sky now, the ascent complete, the clouds sort of creating a merge and a foggy view as the orientation of the vessel lines up, pointing in a northwest direction. What you do is you gently stalk the arm and you whisper, "Please just save me." And then you hit that button like your heart depended on it in the middle of the steering wheel.
All right then. Okay. Gently stroke it. All right, lassie, save me. Bam.
All right, all of you make dexterity saving throws with advantage, please.
Oh boy.
DC to fail is 10. Looking good. Lothar,
Ain't I in the cabin?
you are. I just want to see how you go flying in the cabin because you're not bracing.
Oh, okay. So Dex. Yeah, I
So
do. I go flying.
you don't get the advantage. Lothar, you become one with the wardrobe and its contents. The rest of you, however, hold on for dear life as the clouds shoot by as if you are going million miles an hour. Before, after maybe 10 seconds, just as your arms are beginning to feel like they're being torn from their sockets, an abrupt stop as you collide into whatever you're bracing on. No one takes any damage. And you can hear the general rustling as everybody around is checking themselves. There's a head count beginning. Moments later, it all comes back with all clear, no one overboard, no one missing, jump success. A little bit different from last time you experienced this. As Captain Howarth looks over you gleefully and says, "Well, the new upgrade's paying off, aren't they?"
Oh, she flies like a new girl.
Aw.
Indeed. Right. Best tell the captain we're here.
Oh, you better
As
tell
you're
Captain.
unceremoniously evicted from the wardrobe with a helping hand, there's a knock at the door as Howarth comes in and says, Captain, destination ahoy.
Hey, Howard, don't forget to tell him who did the jump. I want me license upgrading.
The old one thinks he did the jump. We just let him think it. Crescent smiles. You see this. Well, are we descending? Are we landing? Or are we just circling? I charge by the day now. Best way of getting your money.
Well, I'm not the one calling the shots to where we're traveling.
I've completely forgotten why we were going to the Fallen Lands in the first place.
To get the last piece of the staff.
Right.
All we need is to be dropped off.
Very well. We made land. Is there anything you wish to do whilst you're still aboard the skyship, part of the crew, etc., before you disembark?
Not
I want
particularly
to
on my end.
try and find a book of languages and how to speak them.
Like a Oxford Dictionary.
Yes.
Which language in particular? Let's go that way.
All of them. Any I don't speak. Or
Okay.
let me try and find the name of it. Do.
If you make this known to Azox, he will have an interaction with you.
Like or a book on the knowing of tongues.
The spell.
Yes.
Okay. There are no spell tomes aboard this ship. Do you tell people you're looking for stuff or not?
Yes.
Okay. As Zorx would make an offer to you, he could assist and either help you with acquiring the spell, or he can give you a tool to read other languages, written text only.
I would prefer to learn the spell.
Okay. What will you offer as Zorx in return?
Well, you see how, oh, mystery dangly bald man. He gave me this book. Now, at the minute, it shows Sweet FA because he's doing something to it. But I think part of him's in there.
You would hand me a phylactery of a demigod?
Hey,
I will take this. He offers out his hand and produces a small tome.
What will the term grant me, like the knowledge to have the spell?
It will. You can add the spell to your library, basically.
oh, there you go. don't need that anymore.
Ooh, fantastic. Pleasure doing business as always, Foldra.
Enjoy whatever it says. It tells your story. That's about it.
Mm. He ponders
Minutes
as if to
aside.
open the book and then smiles at you and watches it just vanish in a puff of smoke. Very well. So as you all disembark, is there anything anyone else would like to do?
Not on mind.
All right
Oh.
then. As you're all about to leave, Crescent stood with her arms folded, taps her heel as you're passing her, Torben.
I
Is that it? Hi. 2 years, 8 months, and 4 days. Hi.
assume Lothar got you up to speed.
It's more than I can say you did.
What do you want me to say, Crescent? Things happen. How was I supposed to know that we would be gone for, well, apparently 2 years, though? It's only been a couple of weeks since I last saw you.
I'm not that mad about that anymore. I understand now. I'm still mad you're not come said goodbye or hello before, as you're about to step off my ship and I never see you again. Hmm?
Corbin is gonna walk past her really closely. Gonna give her a little kiss on the cheek and whisper in her ear, "It won't happen again." But first, I have to deal with something. After this is over, let's find each other again. See where it takes us.
Now don't you think I'm just some kind of taxi driver for you?
I never
She
assumed you
says as
was.
she leans in quietly and touches the back of your ear in a way that you bring back memories of one particular night.
I
Before
haven't.
she then clips you around the back of the head and says, "Now get off my ship!"
Aye, aye.
loudly.
As Torben walks away, I haven't forgotten your favorite. I'll make it proper one day.
I'll hold you to it.
And he pulls up his hood as he walks off.
Damn.
Slick
Aragorn
boy.
slips into the night, smoking a cigar. You all are welcome to the Fallen Lands. As the sky ship ascends up into the sky, you realize, before you thought it was just the clouds, no, this is a mist. You can see but 100 yards in front of you. It is thick, fog-like mist in all directions. You know you're presently facing in a northerly direction. You're somewhere near some ruins. That was where you were required. You know them to be to your west. But the first thing after the engines grow silent and the echoing sea off a distant coast is just gently swooshing. You hear can only be described as unsettling wildlife noises, the cracking of twigs. As you begin walking through this barren scape, it's clear the only thing living in its immediate vicinity is whatever the source of these noises are, and yourselves. As dead tree lines, there is no grass, there is no moss, there is no mold. It is just twisted and willowed bark, scorned and scorched. Some silver, some charred black. As a low wind begins to rustle the air around you. What does the party do?
Lothar turns to Torbran, taps him on the shoulder. I guess this is your cue not to get us killed.
What is that supposed to mean?
He looks around. Why do you think I go around with the Dwarven Ranger after me all the time?
Oh, that's a nicer way to say that. Just tell me that you want me to lead the way.
Yeah. That's Crescent's job.
Lead the way to the ruins. Yes.
I have.
Are you ready for your first archaeological expedition?
I've been on several, thank you, but first one off the Golden Peninsula.
You ready for the first adventure? Real adventure of your life.
Do we know where on the Fallen Lands we have landed?
Come again.
Do we know
Do you know?
where on the Fallen Lands we have landed?
Above board, you are on. If you look on the map, which says the Fallen Lands, above the word "fallen," there's a ship to the
Yes.
southeast of Sunkton. You are effectively in that
Bay.
outcrop. You're in that pay area.
Do we know where in the Fallen Lands we're going? No, right?
Nope. Y'all didn't tell me nothing.
All right. A ruin, you said. Would Torben have any memory of a ruin from the time he's been in the Fallen Land?
Give me a history roll with advantage.
A 9.
A 9. With a 9, the only thing that really comes to mind, and it's hard to say this, but you would realize you are probably, based on where you've just been like discussing and a general knowledge of the Fallen Lands where you've roughly been dropped off, rough area. You know you're on the outskirts of what would have been a long time ago the capital city of Southern Vale, which in today's standard is known as one of the largest ruins on the island.
Is that Sunken or is it in a different direction? Or is
No,
Sunken
that's literally just like where the word fallen is where
the ruin?
Sullen Vale was.
I
The
see.
whole of that word fallen is what it was.
I see. Well, I know of one ruin in this area. So it's worth checking that out. Do we have any more of a description other than ruin? Kind of redundant in a land that's dead and ruinous.
I just got told it's here somewhere.
Right. It's here somewhere on. I want to say planet Earth. I don't think we call
This
it planet.
whole continent.
Well, I assume you brought your sniffing dog.
Oh, you mean a walking stick? Yep, got that one.
Well, if it functions as a sniffing dog, then does it? Corbin looks confused.
Don't look at me.
Hey, don't look at me.
Well,
What do you mean, don't
I'm
look at you?
very
You're the one who has
specifically
the.
looking at you. It's your staff.
I'm pretty sure it'll glow. I don't know. It glowed in the Fey realm, so it might glow here.
I see. Well, I guess it's the best lead we have. All right. To the ruins we go then.
Can I have a group
Ruins of,
survival roll, please?
the ruins of the worst place on the continent, or so the history books speak.
It's 22, 8, natural 1, and 10. Amusingly, the 8 and 20 are offset by the 22. It's just a natural 1 and just crashes it all down.
Yeah.
And so, as you're making your way through this fog and mist, Azux drops his visage, returns to his natural form, and with a snap of his wrists, his battle axe is at the ready. And he takes an aggressive, yet reserved stance.
Yeah, seeing that, Lothar's going to immediately follow, do the same.
The wind picks up around you all as ash and dust and debris is blown in your general direction, specifically at the group. And whereas the rest of this air is cold and harsh, this is slightly warm. This isn't a gust of wind, this is an exhale of breath.
Are there any trees?
Remains of snarly looking woodlands is scattered around you. You're in effectively the outskirts of the ruins of an old forest that's been just left to die or burnt down in parts.
Corbin is going to hide behind a tree. Or what's left of a potential
It's more of a
tree.
stump. It's enough for you to crouch behind and have cover on.
Sure.
Azog seems to be scanning the area, looking. Not finding anything, or not finding what he's potentially looking for. He's keeping a firm arm on Voldreth. Ariel, what are you doing?
Just following along. I don't really know how to find my way around here.
Voldreth?
I will summon my wonderful spirit guardians.
Okay.
And everyone who's in the party and Azox is safe. And maybe like the max radius of 15 foot around us.
Mm-hmm. Azux just quietly whispers to you, Salothar. You know, you had to just go and reference those who should have remained sleeping earlier today, didn't you?
Oh,
Oh, what? They get offended that easily?
No, but if you invoke their name, you bring them maybe out of their slumber. There's certain
Could have
forms
used.
of undeath that even devils don't mess with.
Oh, could have used that information beforehand.
I thought someone of your ilk would know. I think there's
Oh,
few.
Oh boy, are you gonna be in for some disappointments?
Their arm is thick, their bones are brittle, and their steeds are fast. Here they come. I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
oh boy.
Rip.
Yeah.
Okay. With a 19, Azux will go first. You watch as he. What's he gonna do?
What are we seeing, by the way? Like what?
Just like swirling gusts of wind in the mist. That's all you're seeing,
Oh, that's very vague.
which is very
Okay.
vague. I think he is going to. Yeah, he's gonna. You watch as out of his back protrudes a grotesquely large pair of wings. Not something that you would expect to see on like that of an ancient dragon, but something so big that it definitely doesn't fit onto a humanoid individual. And he's going to flap those wings, and he's going to clear a 100-foot radius of fog around you all.
Watch
And
this
in
guy
doing
just
so,
being an ASMR.
as your eardrums are whacked, you can see riding towards you from 3 different directions 3 Wraith Knights on skeletal steeds. So Lothar, you are next to act.
okay.
They're about 50 feet away from you.
I'm going. Can I hold my bonus action to? Yeah, I can to intervene. Otherwise, I'm going to enter dodge.
Okay. Voldreth.
Okay. That's 50 feet away, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. They're riding
Then
at you, so you can hold an action to trigger.
I will hold my channel divinity turn undead.
Okay. Does that care for a CR level? I can't remember if it's the new version or not.
I think it does.
It's that. I think it's just it says wisdom save.
It's turned for a minute until it takes any damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is that just on any undead now? Is that
That's
just
what it
wholly
says.
overpowered?
Considering it, yeah, considered undead.
So you can just make an Archlich just be terrified as a level 1 cleric. Alright. Cool. That
The
makes sense.
light.
Yeah.
Well, they
Hmm.
make a wisdom saving throw or flee, and they have the turn resistance. Some of them, so
I suppose.
I'm assuming since they're on horses, it's the wraiths that have to do the save, and so do the horses.
About all
Well,
undeads. There's 6 entities here.
Yeah, unless they have mounted
Um,
combatants, case in which the horsemen can just take the save and everything else.
These are homebrew, and I didn't think of that. I'm just going to keep them as 6 different entities. Okay. I will play that out when they get in range of you because they already used their movement this round. Torbrun, you have 3 targets.
They're flying, right?
No, they're riding horses, skeletal steeds.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm just gonna hold an attack action until one gets in range, which is,
Okay.
I believe, 40 yards, 40 feet.
All right. Ariel,
How far away are they now?
they're 50 feet away, but they're gaining.
I'm gonna do a guiding bolt twinned at one of them, I guess.
Okay. The horse or the rider?
The rider.
Okie dokie.
I'll roll both. Okay. The funny
24
thing
and
is,
20
the
both.
funny thing is, the second one is a critical because you get advantage from guiding bolt, don't you?
Yes, you do.
So if you're sending both at the same rider, yes.
Yes.
So one's a
Okay.
hit, and then the next is a critical hit. Yes.
The next is a critical hit. Yeah. Nice.
17, 27, 37, 44.
44. Yeah.
Doubled. Okay, 88 damage.
Wow.
So, okay. One of the riders, his garb just ignites as the 2 bolts slam straight into the side of it, and you just watch as just a scream echoes out as he just dissipates, and the horse just keeps riding towards you.
Okay. The horse still
All right,
rides. That's
the horse
crazy.
still rides. The race is disintegrated.
Nice. uh, yeah. So whoever attacks the target next will have advantage.
Well, you killed it, so
Ah, yeah. Sorry. That's true.
no worries.
Never mind.
All right, top of the round. They're going to keep charging. This horse is going to make a. I'm just going to see if it's still persistent. Does it have a concept of vengeance? It's a horse. Yeah, it's still angry. Yeah, cool. All right. So I will say all the held spells will go off now, entering range of the shot and any spell you're wanting to do, Valdra.
So turn undead. Oh god.
I
Yeah.
miss.
Natural 1, is
On
that
the
on
inside.
Avalanche?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, that misses.
The spell save for it's 14.
Okay, the horse, angry, as it's just lost its rider. Can you visually describe how you turn the undead? What does Voldrith do?
Begins speaking in tongues.
Mhm. Will that be another
and-
spell cast? Or are we saying that
No,
you
no,
cast
no,
it?
no, no. He just speaks like he's doing when he's doing it. He just speaks like
Okay.
in tongues. Not actually using the spell tongues.
Okay.
And then thematically, his tattoos begin to be a bit more deep purple,
Mhm.
and the is this allowed? Yeah, why not? The staff begins to like emit the purple hue from his tattoos as well.
Okay. And as the shockwave comes out from you, the horse that was angry regained its focus, charging in your direction, its rider gone, stops upon reaching the purple wave, turns around and runs away. The other 2, however, continue their ride. And That's the held action. They're going to charge. Front of the group would be Salothar. Would you be stood in front of Azorx?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Couple of
So
steps. Couple of
you
steps ahead.
okay. So you have one rider running at you, and the other's running slightly past you, which you get the impression that as Azorx is standing between Voldreth, you have a second frontliner with you for once. So you had the dodge action prepared, didn't you?
Yes.
All right. So disadvantage on you with Wraithblade. Okay, I'm actually going to roll these because these are interesting. So he only has a +2 to hit, but he ignores any bonus armor you have. Your natural armor is all you have. So what would your natural AC be?
Without anything, just a 10.
Just a 10. And sorry, he rolls another. Is it no? You get your dodge added to that, don't you?
Yes.
Your dex.
I have no dex bonus.
You have no dex, so he hits you with an 11.
Yes.
You take 4 points of psychic damage and 4 points of slashing damage. As the blade passes through your armor and then rematerializes, sticking itself into you, you feel the sharp pain in your shoulder where it's connected before the blade becomes non-corporeal again and the rider swings round. Azorx is going to get the same attacks on him. Ooh, interesting. Okay. You watch as Azorx seems to take some damage from this blade as well. And you need to make a wisdom saving throw. No, you're immune. Azorx needs to make a wisdom saving throw. No, he's not fit. Okay, cool. All right. Top of the round is Azorx. I think taking a leaf out of your book with the guiding bolt. I think he's just going to use Fellfire. You watch as he points and some eldritch-looking blasts. 4 bolts. 2 go wide into 2 remaining trees that just disintegrate whatever's left of them. One of them catches the horse and the rider is thrown as the horse just evaporates in a green smoke. Next up, we have Salothar. As in range of you, you have 1 mounted rider, 1 horse, and 1 fallen rider.
Okay, I'm going to go for the mounted rider in this case.
Okay.
So let me just double check something about my attack because I think it might have changed since last time. Yes, it did. So in that case, attack number 1 against it.
20 hits.
Okay, and I'm going to use a level 1 smite on it. So physical first. Plus.
Just for reference here, it is immune to non-magical damage.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter. Case in which it is an undead, yes?
Yes.
Radiant and how much did I write here? What is it?
So it's 30 damage.
I keep forgetting numbers.
You rolled your fiery weapon as well.
That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, I was checking
It's a
to see.
D6.
Yes.
That's 4. So it's 34 in total.
Yes. Oof.
Okay. You watch as the cloak or hood of this is beginning to catch and ignite. Roll me a d20.
Oh.
12. It catches. Roll me another 3d6. Another 13 points of fire damage, bringing that round to a total of 47. All right. Voldreth,
Mhm.
you're up.
I've got another one. I've got another one.
Oh,
To
you
attack.
do, you do.
Does it? On a 17.
17 hits, yep. 17 hits, yeah.
Okay. Also,
Voldreth, you said you got Spirit Guardians out, didn't you?
Yes.
Can you roll damage with them, please? On 3, it's 3 targets, but just roll damage for them. "17 hits, by the way."
okay, so I'm gonna wait for Voldred to do his thing before I roll the damage.
It'll be radiant damage.
Yep.
Since my limit's still good.
18, 36. So with that, the rider that you're striking here ignites and just burns to a crisp, leaving the horse before you, which is seemingly being pecked to pieces by Voldreth's spiritual weapon.
Okay. Case in
There's
which I'm
another
going to.
rider dismounted on the floor. So you have one horse and one dismounted rider. That's your 2 targets left.
I'm going to go for the rider
Okay.
in that case. So the 17 hits the rider, the dismounted rider, I'm assuming.
He does, yep.
Okay, so a 4 radiant.
Okay, 18 on top of the 36 for. Yeah, cool.
Okay, fire. And I'm assuming you're going to want the ignite as well.
Yep.
17.
3 more d6. 7. Okay, he's looking really like an undead. Looks beaten, battered, and bruised, but whatever magic is holding it together in this realm is looking like it's fading as parts of it are not moving anymore, but it's still screaming in your face.
That is my turn, though.
Okay. Next up we have Voldreth.
Okie dokie. So I will guiding bolt the horse. Yeah. So 21.
That hits.
And okay, so it's 14 radiant on that.
The horse shatters into dust.
Do I have the option here to have it cast twice or not?
No, that was so
Yeah.
to clue the player in the presence of Residium, that's when you unlock
Yeah.
the staff powers.
I didn't know if we were, because we're on the continent where it was. No, that's fine. And then I will hold the bonus action and then my turn.
Okay. Torben, you have a rider that Solothar is standing over, beating with his flaming sword.
That's the only thing that's still alive?
Everything. One horse has run off, another horse and rider. 2 riders, 1 horse has been disintegrated, 1 horse has run off. The other horse just got disintegrated in front of you, and the last rider is on the floor.
Right. I'll shoot at it. 25 to hit.
That hits.
16
All
magic,
physical damage is immune.
including magical, physical?
Yes.
Oh.
I
Okay.
phrased it poorly when I said at the beginning. It is just straight physical damage is immune to, is
I
what it is.
see. Okay.
I think I said non-magical, but that's the strength of this. It has a low AC, but it's just straight immune to slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing.
I see. Well, in that case, since they're basically dead, I'm just gonna do a dodge action then. Just stay behind the tree trunk.
Okie dokie. All right. Ariel.
I'm gonna do a mind sliver at the remaining dude.
Is that necrotic? No, it's psychic.
It's psychic.
Okay. Intelligence 16. It rolls a 9. Go ahead and roll damage.
It takes the damage. Hooray! And it takes a minus 1d4 to the next save it makes.
Okay. It is on death's door as an undead. That's not really better for you, but yes, it is. So top of the round, he's going to get to act. So Lothar, he's going to strike at you.
Mm-hmm. Flat 10.
14 to hit.
Yeah, it does.
Hits, and he is going to try life transference. So he deals this damage and half again, but heals for that half. So, do, do, do you have resistance to slashing, bludgeoning, or piercing?
Nope. Nope.
Okay, cool. 12 points of damage, and then 6 further points as he heals.
Okay.
You watch as just like a hand reaches out as a blade strikes into Solothar, and you just see like almost like the soul of Solothar looks like it's trying to be sucked out of him as this undead being rises to its feet, seemingly recovering some of its strength. Azox just looks to the rest of you and says, "Are we done?"
Are we done? That thing's still standing.
Oh, right. Sorry. And you just watch as he just sort of like spits in its general direction, just a fireball, and it evaporates. Now are we done?
He looks around. Is everything dead?
It already was, but now more so. Just piles of dust where you've slain your combatants as we end combat.
Well, nothing's moving, so I suppose.
It had 3 health left, so I was just being
Oh.
dramatic. As the party continues en route, Azog sort of passes comments and says, "You should be careful for what you wish for in lands like these. It manifests your fears and horrors."
Oh. Plenty of relics of the Crusade was supposedly lost here. Potentially one of its holy swords.
Why do I have the feeling
You know,
that
the
you guys are
Order,
just really bad at holding on to things?
Hmm?
Why do I have the feeling that you guys are just bad at holding on to things? Every time we come somewhere
Notorious.
new, it's just about things that you guys have lost.
Yeah, notoriously so. You don't have the the slightest idea of it. Lots of expeditions, lots of relics that get sent to help. After the Sundering, very few expeditions returned.
And many things were granted as bargains. He gestures to Silothar's weapon as he sheaths it.
Just out of curiosity, do you still have any, people of the Order that make deals with your kind?
Oh, that would be telling. Breach of confidentiality, I'm afraid. But of course,
Kiss and
what
tell.
do you think? What do you think?
Don't kiss and tell, huh?
I'm not saying no. But you're a bit dull for me, unless you have more to that soul
Oh,
to offer.
trust me. Trust me, you're not really my type.
Yes. Perhaps you more prefer this, and he shifts into Liz's visage.
He laughs.
Oh my gosh.
You got
At this
her.
point, Tess is sort of pulling on Voldra's shoulder, going, "Who is this?"
Oh, he's a psychopath. But he's good protection.
Okay. She's gonna put several points of sanity in. By the way, you do have a level 2 NPC walking around with you.
Yeah.
Just be
Oh
mindful
my
of
god.
She'll be fine.
But so, Tess, speaking of, pipes up and says, if my calculations are correct, I think we're somewhere around that Sullen Vale, the old capital here.
Hmm. I'm not going to say anything about it. Because last time I did, apparently the natives took offense.
I mean, who wouldn't take offense at your face?
Oh, I could think of a few people.
Let me guess.
Can we have another survival roll, please, from the group?
Sure. That's a good compensating
Nice
roll. Oh,
natural
God.
one.
Immediately
So far.
compensating.
25, 1.
It wasn't me this
16,
time.
and Ariel?
Hold on.
It's always someone.
Bad.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right then. As the fog sort of begins to reveal an old, run-down remains of an external high wall to some walled city, broken beyond repair. Ruins and, quite frankly, holes in the ground where buildings once were. Craters so deep you can't even see the bottom of. It takes you a very long time as you are combing through these ruins before you come across what Tess points out as what could have been some kind of large proprietary building, something of importance based on its size in contrast to the rest. Like some kind of palace or barracks or courthouse, you're not sure. But as you see, it has winding deep chambers, mostly exposed.
Well, Walred, what about that staff? Is it glowing yet?
Does it glow in the presence of?
Don't know. I look at it.
It looked
It,
like
it, it
a
did in the
long
Fey realm.
2
It's the
pieces
only.
of a 3-piece walking stick.
Oh, well, it's still wooden, and yeah, it's not glowing.
So do we investigate regardless? Assuming that might be a Fey realm thing.
Well, there's no residium here, so onwards.
Right, so we just ignore this ruin.
No, no, onwards, into the
Oh,
ruin.
I see.
You watch as Tess puts down whatever her backpack was, and she gets out sort of a small set of kit, and she begins sort of scraping and dusting between bits of the brick and work. And she's starting her own one-man excavation of this entire site right now.
Cool.
Torbrun will lead the way inside, I guess.
Okay. Azorx just sort of whispers in your ear, Thordreth. You're gonna leave her outside whilst we all go in.
Oh no, Tess. Do you want to look inside the ruins?
Make a persuasion roll.
Did it?
That was probably the
Wow.
most important natural 20 of the session. You can see this is like a kid in the candy store. But in light of what she's just witnessed, she suppresses that urge to just want to tune you out and just enter into her own world of why she is here, and realizes it's perhaps quite important to stay quite close to you all. However, that doesn't stop her saying, "Oh, this looks like ancient ruins of some kind of military encampment. Oh, look, we even got weapons in this one." And she's like, as much as you guys are walking down this corridor that's sort of digging into the underground itself, filled in and backlog of dirt and stuff that you can just about traverse, and you get to a sealed set of very heavy duty looking doors. If you didn't know better, these are either prison doors or vault doors.
Wow.
Is there stone like on the outside?
Yes, you've effectively gone down into a set of ruins now, and it is stone walls that are around you all.
I will use my stone cunning feature to
Okay.
see if these look like prison walls or vault walls. It is a history roll. It's a 9.
You're unable to discern which.
These walls are so old I can't actually figure out this is fancy treasure or just, a place for bad people like Torblin.
That's strong coming from someone whose age is the only thing that should make him be able to discern these walls.
Well, don't see you having a look at him, do I?
Alright, let me have a look then. What is it, history with advantage on stone cutting?
Well, the DC goes up with every fail.
Well, it's not much better.
As Torben looks down and goes,
Yeah, that's stone
"They're
alright.
definitely vault or prison."
That's why you know what? We've actually got an archaeologist. Yes, look at this wall.
All right, triple DC, let's go. So now it's a 25. So she needs a nat 20. If you want to roll it, just roll a d20. It's a nat 20 or bust. She says,
Damn.
they definitely look like they didn't want someone getting in or out.
So how are we gonna get in?
That's easy enough. It's just a question if, are we going in? He says, Azorx.
I mean, we might as well. Any reasons you object, devil?
I'm just following odd.
I see. Accountability is not your strong suit.
Never is for those in command.
All right, you know what? Enough jibber jabbering. Let's get Safi out. You know, it was good for mining through walls. And Residium, I'm sure this wall's nothing. He cracks his back. Then,
Sorry, are
Safi,
you going to just break the door?
I'll have you know, dwarfs crafted this. It can go for any material.
He waves his hand, casting thaumaturgy, and he opens the door.
You have to ruin the
never
fun,
checked.
don't you?
You never checked to see if it was locked.
Well, that's no fun.
You know,
All right then.
you'd think dwarves would have a better relationship with doors.
Well, if they're closed, they're locked. If they're not locked, then they're open. I mean,
Not if
physically
they're not
open.
locked, they're open.
Physically open.
Ah, I see.
Devil's in the
Okay.
detail.
Mind checking it for traps, just in case.
Sure. Have a look. What is that? Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
14.
Check for traps. 14. You don't find any traps in this room or in this doorway.
Looks clear. For now.
As you make your way into this chamber, the temperature begins to drop. Even so, to the point in which, for the first time in your known existence, Lothar, of any recordings of devils and demons, you could swear you just saw a devil shake. It's that cold in here.
Want me to lend you my cloak?
Please. And he just ignites a hand with a fire spell, illuminating this room. And in doing so, the only thing that is met as the flickering glow of this ember reveals rows and rows and rows of skeletons all around this chamber.
Are they orderly or just chaotically spread about?
Chaotically spread about.
Wonder what befell them in the end.
We could always ask.
Yeah, I'd rather not. Last time we tried to ask anything randomly. He gestures behind them. Residents don't take too kindly to being called upon.
You know, I was joking. I don't quite know why they were summoned. They were clearly watching or guarding. More of a deterrent as opposed to anything.
Oh, you see, we can ask him.
We can.
Oh, it's my cup of tea.
I
I have
presume
to
you
say that.
can.
Mm.
You have Speak with Dead?
I do. I was just seeing
Mm.
if it has a rule. To be dead within the last 10 days. That's probably not likely.
Nope.
I mean, I could, but I think they might be, a bit dead too long. Maybe you can, since you're a devil and all.
If I knew any of
Alrighty.
their names, I could see if their souls are still available.
Or maybe we just don't tamper with whatever tragedy that befell this place and we move on because we do have a task at hand? Just saying.
Tess is sort of like very gently stepping around the corpses, and you see she's making her way to one of the walls that's got some kind of transcription on it carved in. Can I have some of that light over here?
Sure. I'll approach with dancing lights so she can see.
In a very old version of Common, you can just see traitors, betrayed, liars, hundreds and hundreds of times chalked over these walls.
Huh.
Well, whatever happened here probably doesn't matter today anymore. It's been so long.
Still a tragedy. All these dead. Dying with a bunch of unresolved feelings. So where to, gentlemen?
Does this lead on somewhere, or is it just like an dead end chamber?
It's a bit of a winding passage, but as you follow it through to the end, there is a door that is ajar. But you can see there's a skeleton slumped against the wall, barring your path, in some kind of old guardsman-looking armor.
Hmm.
There are no bodies in this hallway. They're all in the main antechamber. Other than this one.
Is it just a bare skeleton, or is there any armor or anything?
Skeleton with armor on it. Helmet and shield sort of slumped between it and the wall.
Maybe he was protecting something?
Mind giving him some last rites before we try to move him, just in case?
Suit yourself.
Azog says, I think he's a little bit beyond spare the dying.
No, just some last rites so he doesn't take offense to getting moved.
You know how these things work better than I.
There's one thing I've always learned is that the dead are unpredictable. Especially in the kind of world we inhabit. So, he turns to Voldred. Master Cleric, could you please give this poor soul whatever you think would constitute some proper last rites before I try to move him out of the way, so he doesn't try to stab me in the gut, please?
Yeah. Do I have the spell? Do I? I don't know if I have this funny spell. I swear I'd animate dead.
Animate dead?
I don't think I do. No, I don't.
Okay. I was looking at it and never took it. Okay.
I thought you were going to take Dance Macabre or something.
That would have been funny.
Alright, fella.
I kneel down next to him.
Whatever happened to you? You're in a better place now. The avatar's with you. Your armor looks really nice, by the way, a bit rusted. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves there, but you guarded this door with your life. And now I'm gonna go in it, see you failed miserably.
As you finish
Alright
the
then.
sentence and stand up, the hand moves and reaches to a blade on the floor and pulls it up, pointing in your general direction. As the head cocks and turns to face you, the
For
jaw
Rake's sake,
missing.
game.
Well, nice to see you too. I guess you ain't dead. I see, told you you're doing a fantastic job.
The
I'm gonna
lifeless
go.
eye sockets fill with a green fire,
Right, I'm going this way. Right, look, mate.
and a voice chunners through the bones as they rattle. This way is shut, and the dead keep it.
Right, but the door's open.
This way is shut, and the dead keep it.
Right, but if I poke the door, it's gonna open and it's not locked.
An ungodly scream echoes from the skeleton as it shatters into 1,000 pieces and falls in front of you.
I don't like the sound of that.
See, he's not that good, is he? The door's locked, but it's open. And then he explodes.
He's going to pull out his sword.
I've never seen this before. You paladin man, you have holy God on your side.
Uh,
And
well,
what's this?
doesn't really. Nothing I've ever encountered. Has he ever encountered anything like that? He's dealt with mostly demons and orcs.
You tell me.
Uh,
Your character's backstory, man.
so it makes sense that he at least studied dealing with undead in this rampant, magically running world. But it wouldn't have been his focus or speciality, or, like I said, his backstory was him mostly focusing on orcs and demons. Should I roll something to see whether he read
Give me
about
a
it
religion. Give me a religion roll.
with an 8? I think it's unlikely.
With a bit of supporting information from Azox, you would glean a logic, and the logic is as follows. With the banishing of the gods from their realms, and most of the time their doors to those realms be sealed, and it's only for few occasions that there are loopholes, Azox having literally just taken you through one today, that smaller entities can bleed and traverse these realms. Agents. The general rule of logic would be that if souls to the afterlife had already been promised to one deity or another, but were stopped by some new presence that barred their way on their route, would be trapped in a purgatory, a state of undeath. Their purpose fulfilled or their purpose prohibited from ever passing. If no one owns the soul, where does it go? If they are of no faith, where does it stay? Or if they are cursed with something to stay in their mortal realm, their spirit may linger, but their body would age still. And these thoughts dwell in your mind as you do what? with the pile of dust that was previously blocking your doorway.
Well, I'm going to tell everybody else, the same musings. And sprinkle some holy water on the pile of dust.
Just evaporates into the stonework.
I guess we're going to have visitors fairly soon.
Well,
Either we run into them or they run into us.
there's an open door.
And you want me to be the first to walk through it.
Oh, no. A better idea. I learned this from you, mister.
Thaumaturgy to just open the door.
Okay, the door swings open.
Thorburn readies his weapon.
And voila.
Marvelous.
Thank you.
Tess is
Well, might as
just like looking at everything in here, just dusting down things and trying to
Is it
look
an
for
archaeologist's
anything.
dream?
Yeah, pretty much. She's in the moment.
Nice.
And because you nat 20'd her, she's effectively staying within 10 feet of everybody.
Shall we?
Oh, Tess, don't forget to pick up some of his remnants. Might be ancient history for when you get back.
You watch as she's already dusted him away, looking towards his shield and his sword. This looks like some kind of position of importance station, of like an old guard, captain of the guard maybe, or something like that. Maybe sheriff.
Oh, well, thought this is probably the spot where you should take point.
Might as well.
With
Any-
dancing lights and a flaming torch hand to guide the party. I'm not making you any roll for disadvantages. But as you make your way down this snaking corridor, you open up into what you realize is some kind of vast 3-floored storage room. And Tess is just like, it's Christmas. You can see it on her face. Weapons, armaments, swords and shields hanging in ceremonial and militaristic holdings. There's steel bars on some of the alcove, and you can see crates in the inside. Some open, some rotted away, some still sealed. Make a perception roll for whoever's sort of looking around here.
Thorburn will be looking around at all times. 11.
I mean, I'm looking. I don't know if I'll be seeing anything.
Yeah, not.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Wow! You're seeing
Oh,
all the
nice.
things.
Ariel.
Yeah.
Whilst everybody else, Tess is just like, there's gold in this room. Look, there's old golden crates. Oh, legendary old crossbows. Oh, they've not made them like this anymore. Oh, look at this master craftsman work on the helmet and this. Tess
Uh-huh.
is just. Torbrun,
Mm-hmm.
there's gold in parts of here. There's lots of gold in parts of here.
Gold.
So Lothar,
Gold.
you're sort of just keeping tabs on the party. You're not seeing any skeletons, which is what you're probably caring about. And Voldreth, what would you be looking for? The staff?
Yeah.
You're not seeing anything that jumps out and says to you, I am here. Ariel, you're the only one that spots this with a natural 20. As the DC was 25, but a natural 20 is a natural 20. In the center of the room, this 3-story room, you see, for just a second, a green floating eye watching the party.
Oh, my.
It blinks lidlessly. and looks and focuses on each of you for a moment or two before it snaps onto you, realizing it's detected, and vanishes
She's just,
from your sight.
she's just gonna
As you
freeze in place when she first sees it, and then she's going to, as it disappears, like there was something watching us. It looked like a small eye.
Oh, great.
Corbin snaps away from the
Well,
as
gold and
Otis,
he raises his weapon again.
she'll like
as
point to
Otis'
where
eyes
it was.
flares, he looks around the room. I don't see anything.
Yeah, I barely caught a glimpse of it myself.
You have any idea what it looked like?
Like an eye.
Like-
How big was it? The size of a, how big?
Size of a fist.
The size of a fist. Yeah, okay. So it was like a large eyeball. The size of a fist.
Floating eyeball.
Yeah.
Lidless.
Without lids, yeah. Just the eyeball.
Lothar?
Don't look at me. I haven't seen anything like that before.
Oh, sounds like a fiend, maybe?
Sounds like bad news either way. I don't think it was watching us for somebody who's about to, set us a nice lavish meal when we run into them. We already know it's dangerous here, so just pay extra attention.
Fair enough.
Oh my gosh, I never thought I'd see one of these in the person. As you watch as Tess is holding up some kind of like alchemical looks like a chemistry mixing set. It's a very
Okay.
intricate looking set of apparatus. And as she's picked it up off the table, she turns and she's showing it all of you. Without a noise, you watch as something from behind her, a shadow, wraps its arms around her waist, and before she can say anything else, pulls her into the darkness of the wall as she vanishes.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Oh no. Oh no.
A shattering as the apparatus smashes into a million pieces on the floor. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh, boy.
Ah,
Oh,
Definitely
nice.
for the record,
Uh,
this is precisely why Lothar didn't ask to have Liz brought along.
right?